size of my sister's dream. The girl who didn't have a day of college education. The girl whose husband walked off with the secretary and left her with 5 kids. The girl who had 2 of her daughters dying of cystic fibrosis. The girl who had everything going against her except for the size of her dream. That same girl went from $8 an hour to $1 million a year in this business because she had a dream big enough. It's the same dream as a guy like Eric Weinemeyer, the man who spoke at a podium like this a couple years ago in Salt Lake City as the only blind man to ever scale Mount Everest. And as they stood and spoke at the convention in Monavie, he said, all the experts were telling me, and his seeing eye dog was next to him, and he said, all the experts were telling me, saying, Eric Weinemeyer doesn't have any right to be on that mountain. He is going to die. People die trying to climb Mount Everest. He said, they probably were right. But I wanted to prove to myself that I could do whatever I could dream. That I wasn't going to let other people put a limit on my dream. He scaled to the top of Mount Everest, blind. What's our excuse? What is our dream? Don't let anybody tell you that it's impossible. Rudy Tomjanovich, coach of the Houston Rockets when they won the NBA title, he said, don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion. You're champions. I am surrounded by champions here today, and we are going to go out and we're going to conquer. Are we not? Why? Because it's worth our best efforts. Why? Because spending time with our families, investing in our families is a good and solid investment. Why? Because we're still alive. Why? Because God created us to win. Those are some of the reasons why. What is your why? Get clear on it this weekend, please. Because if it's just about the money, it's not going to happen. If you chase your pension instead of your passion, my friends, money is going to elude you your entire life. You cannot chase your pension. You have to chase your passion. So inside, if you're someone who wants to do good and be good, do more and give more and love more and care more, then you've got a chance. It's not a guarantee. I'm not trying to do everything I can to put you in a position to win by giving you the products and the compensation plan. But I know at the end of the day that the greatest battles are between the ears, and you've got to make that decision. But make it once. Don't make it every day. Don't make it every week. Make that decision once and say, I am going to finish what I start, if not monavie and Team What? And if not now, when? When are you going to make that decision? Life continues to march on. It's now 2011. It just seemed like last year we were all concerned about Y2K. Every computer was going to blow up. That was 11 years ago. 2020 is going to be here like that. By 2020, where do you want to be? In 4 years, where do you want to be? I want you to be free. I want you to be all that you can be, if that's what you want. Doesn't really matter what I want for you, does it? What matters is what you want. But it is the great equalizer. Here's another one that's a little bit lighthearted, but hey, free trips are nice. No one yet has called me and said, if you think that I am going to allow you to send me on another free trip, you have another thing coming. Although Angel Montos, one of my dear friends, when he went Black Diamond, called me and he said, Dalin, I mean the Mercedes is nice, but I really like the Lexus. Is there a way that maybe I could get the Lexus instead of the Mercedes? And I think that was the day that I coined the phrase, Angel, there is no complaining about free gifts. And I maintain it today. If I send you a Mercedes, don't call me and say, can I get a pink Cadillac? It's not going to happen. Are we fired up or what? Look at this. Free trips. There's Chris and Terry in Santorini, Greece, I think.